going on? Welcome to the Bottom Line Podcast presented by Anchor.fm, your home for sports and entertainment talk. Jimmy Finizzi, Mr. Taco with you, a.k.a. Austin Myers. We hope you're well. As always, thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to take a listen. Much appreciated. Austin, how is everything with you? Probably better than over here because we're supposed to get a major snowstorm this weekend here in Jersey. So you're probably doing better than I am.
Yeah, it was a nice, I want to say 38 degrees today.
Lucky you. I had to deal with freaking 10-degree weather for the past couple days. It's like, what are you doing to me? I'm just messing around.
You're getting that weather. You're getting that weather that I had last week. That nasty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and on top of that, I have a little bit of a head cold, so that also does not help my case whatsoever. But hey, I still got enough energy to do this, so I'm good.
Welcome to the club, bub.
That is true. All right. We got quite a bit to talk about today. Today we are going to be previewing Championship Sunday in the NFL. But before we get started, as always, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube and hit that bell so you don't miss an episode, and subscribe on all audio platforms, include Jimmy when searching for this podcast. All right, let's dive into this. So, Austin, your boy, Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals are going into Kansas City to take on Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs. So, boy, oh boy, where do I want to begin with this game? Well, first of all, let me just say this.
All I know is...
No, go ahead, Austin. Go ahead.
All I know is Cincinnati's got to get their together. Their O-line is terrible. Their D-line is terrible. Their defense is better than their offense. Well, at least their offensive line. But let me just say this right off the bat. If somehow, some way, Joe Burrow goes into Arrowhead and beats the Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl, there is going to be conversation about him being a top 5, top 10 quarterback in this league. That is how electrifying this kid is. If he beats possibly one of the best quarterbacks in the game right now, I think the narrative changes on Joe Burrow. Not to say that the narrative hasn't changed on him, but even still, we're talking about him being the most electrifying quarterback in his sophomore year and his first year fully healthy, mind you. Okay? We're talking about that, and we're talking about him possibly going into Arrowhead and beating Pat Mahomes. Can you imagine if that happens? Look at who he just beat last week.
Well, Ryan Tannehill's not that good. Come on, stop.
It's Tannehill.
The Tennessee defense is good. The defense is good.
Where it's at.
Derrick Henry is good. But Ryan Tannehill...
But Tannehill, not so much.
Sorry. The Cincinnati O-line gave up 9 sacks. That's inexcusable in and of itself, so I'm not excusing that whatsoever. But even still, the Bengals took care of business. I actually picked them last week on my show, On the Mic with Jay Fizz, and you should listen to that every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Thank you, Cincinnati. But anyway, last week was wild. Last week's divisional round was probably the best football I've seen in a long-ass time, and I really hope it picks up this week.
And we might have that next week, too.
Yeah, we just might. We just might get an awesome championship Sunday. We might get an awesome Super Bowl. Who knows? But anyway, we're getting sidetracked here. Going back to this game here. The Bengals, look, everyone's saying they don't have a prayer in this game. I do sort of agree with that, only because of the fact, look, their defense could potentially make it a game. Don't get me wrong. But if the Bengals want any chance of going to the Super Bowl, it's a whole team effort, man. Mm-hmm. Whole team. You can't just rely on 2 players. And if you're the offensive line, you really got to be sitting back and thinking to yourself, hey, we got a job to do. We got to protect our quarterback. Because if we look good, he looks good. And he can do some things for us. And look, Pat Mahomes already has a good offensive line. But what's the problem with the Chiefs? They have a bad defense. And I mean bad. Although they were able to stand up against the number 1 defense in the Buffalo Bills last week. So, hey, they shut me up. Even though I picked the Chiefs to win, they beat the Bills. So, and the Bills defense
I don't want to hear
the
that.
NFL.
I don't want to hear that. What happened last week was unexcusable. Look, was it the ref's fault? No. The Bills' defense let them down. Again, they didn't give Josh Allen the ball once in overtime, and they had 13 seconds to end the game. You had the game in your hands. The game was over. But no, you let Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs march down the field with 13 seconds left, and you eventually lose. That is inexcusable. Mm-hmm. It's unbelievable, but I'm not going to go on a tirade on that.
We're not going to. It's not excusable, but at the same time, you have to think about the overtime rule too. Because
I do agree those are bad. Absolutely,
it's terrible that the fact you can go and win the coin toss and then win the game off of that one coin toss. It needs to be. There needs to be a change, no matter what it is.
Yeah, without the other team even getting a chance to get the football, that's just horrendous.
Whether it's one possession apiece and you match each other. So say somebody scores a touchdown, you got to go out and score a touchdown and 2-point if you want it.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
If you can't do that, then it's over. It's because the rules need to change with the overtime situations.
You're absolutely right. I agree. The overtime rules are absolute garbage, and something needs to be changed. But even still, that doesn't excuse the Bills' defense for what they did. And I know everybody's saying, "Oh, well, didn't you see the refs? They were completely on the Chiefs' side." How would you know that? How would you know? Were there bad calls? Absolutely, there were. But you know what?
Of course, there were.
Look at the Bills' defense. They let them down. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. They let Josh Allen down because Josh Allen had the game of his life. And so did Gabriel Davis. 4 freaking touchdowns. Unbelievable effort from him. But at the end of the day, Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs got the best of the Bills, and now they're playing the Bengals in the AFC Championship game. I sort of learned my lesson because on my show, on the mic with Jay Fizz, and on this show, I foolishly picked against them when they played the Steelers. And that made me look absolutely stupid.
we all did because we wanted to see Big Ben go somewhere, and now with what we see, Big Ben's going to a retirement home.
Yeah, he just retired, so yeah, hey, good on him. He's going to the Hall of Fame, no question about it. That's beside the point. I learned my lesson. Don't bet against Patrick Mahomes until proven otherwise. And being said,
too late.
With that being said, for me, the Kansas City Chiefs are going back to the Super Bowl. The Kansas City Chiefs will win this game. Look, I'm not going to be surprised if Cincinnati's defense makes it a close game because that has the chance of happening. Absolutely, it does.
You got to have faith in Joe Burrow.
Oh, no, I'm not questioning Joe Burrow. I'm not questioning him. My question is that offensive line going to hold up and protect him? That's my biggest fear. That's why I'm picking the Chiefs to win this game 30-10.
I thought you said a close game.
I said I wouldn't be surprised. I didn't officially say. I said I wouldn't be surprised. It might be closer than I think, but it's just my prediction. 30-10. 30-10 Kansas City Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl.
I'm not going to give you an exact number here.
Okay.
But I think it's going to be Joe Burrow and those Cincinnati Bengals by a field
goal. You got faith in them boys. Okay. I got you. That's good. That would be like the ultimate Cinderella story.
You got to have faith in the underdogs here.
I know. Look, it's the Chiefs, though. Look, do I believe in Joe Burrow? Absolutely 100% yes. I believe in him. I don't believe in that offensive line, though.
Well, yes. But I do understand it's the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's Patrick Mahomes, and it's Travis Kelce, right?
Yep. Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, McCole Hardman.
Yeah. All those
pretty much everybody.
All those guys. I get it's them, but you got to give faith in the underdogs.
Fair enough.
Because credit's due where credit's due.
Look, as if the Bengals season wasn't already a Cinderella story enough. If they win this game, it'll probably be one of the best seasons in Bengals history. because nobody expected them to go to the Super Bowl, let alone play for it. So, look, give the Bengals credit. I certainly didn't expect them to make it this far. So, congratulations to them, regardless of what happens in this game. But my personal opinion, Kansas City Chiefs are winning this game 30-10. Austin has the Cincinnati Bengals going to the Super Bowl.
By a field goal.
So we're head-to-head here, my dude. It's going to be very interesting.
When aren't we head-to-head?
Well, let's see if we're head-to-head on this one. Niners, Rams. Now, here's an interesting statistic going into this game. The San Francisco 49ers have won 6 straight games versus the Rams. 6 straight games. That means something.
Did they play them this year in regular season?
Yes. And they came back. It was the last game of the regular season. And they came back from 17-10, I think. And they won. So, look, it means something. And it also means something because it's easier for them to travel. Because if they had to play Tampa, it would have been cross-country, East Coast. They would have been extra tired, all that stuff. The flight from San Francisco to L.A. is shorter than you think. So it's less time on a plane, more time to practice.
I'm going to be real with you. They don't even need to fly.
Well, no, but still, it's easier to travel for them. I do agree.
Travel, yeah.
But with that being said, though, I don't trust Jimmy Garoppolo. Still, you know what I do trust on the Bengals, though?
The Bengals.
I'm sorry, not the Bengals. The 49ers. Look at me. I'm still thinking Joe Burrow here, but no. Listen,
Joe Burrow.
But I don't trust Jimmy G. But here's what I do trust about the Niners. That defense is for real, dude. That defense led by Nick Bosa, I mean, holy crap. I mean, if there's any threat for the 49ers to possibly win this game, it's that defense, and it's also the running game of Deebo Samuel and Elijah Mitchell. Those two are just a two-headed freaking monster. And the reason why I don't trust Jimmy Garoppolo is because, look, I understand that he's led the team to a couple of game-winning drives. I understand that. But what did he really do? Just handed the football off? Okay, great. You're supposed to do more than that. And I understand the offense is very important with him, and the numbers show it, obviously. But even still, you really break it down, Jimmy Garoppolo didn't really do all that much. They're winning in spite of him because that defense is literally carrying this team, period.
This is the issue, though. Everybody's like, oh, we can't trust Garoppolo, this and that. And I mean, yes, you can't because he's definitely made a lot of big mistakes this year. But look at it this way. It could be worse. It could be Marcus Mariota.
Well, I mean, hey, if Marcus Mariota ends up as a starter for the Giants, I mean, we could be talking a good offense there. But hey, that's another subject for another day.
But I'm just saying, it could be worse. It could be Mariota.
I mean, Mariota's not a bum.
No, he's not a bum, but he's not great either.
I mean, I personally think he just needs a better environment around him, to be honest.
He needs a better environment, and he needs to be a starter. That's all he needs.
Yeah. I mean, he was backing up Ryan Tannehill for the time being. He was backing up Derek Carr as well.
Yeah, he was backing up Carr. And I mean...
Yeah. And look what Derek Carr did. He led the Raiders to the playoffs. So
yes, he led into the playoffs to losing the wild card.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I mean, just because look at Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray did the same thing. Led his team to the playoffs, just losing the wild card.
Yeah, talk about massive disappointment there. I mean, geez, Christmas, dude.
I was hurting so bad.
Ugh, I don't blame you, man. I mean, I love Kyler Murray. But that had to have been one of the worst quarterback performances I've ever seen from him so far. And I really hope he doesn't have more of those. But that was bad. You had no business losing a game like that.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, back to the Rams. There was no quarterback, in my opinion, under the most pressure in these playoffs than Matthew Stafford. Because coming into this postseason, he had an 0-3 record. Now he's 2-3. And he's got a chance to lead his team to a Super Bowl. It will be his first Super Bowl appearance.
Well, yes, but you got to think about it this way. When Matthew Stafford's under pressure, we've seen what happens.
I mean, hey, look what he's done so far. I mean, he's been calm, cool, and collected under pressure. And hey, look what he did against the Bucs. Despite the defense blowing a 27-3 lead, he still found a way to go out there and lead them to a game-winning drive in the fourth quarter with less than a minute to go. Him and Cooper Kupp are like the ultimate connection so far in the NFL outside of Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. Well, those two are just unstoppable.
I mean, you said it right there, Cooper Kupp.
And Cooper Kupp might be one of the best wide receivers in football right now. That's how good he is. But it's going to take more than that. I know the 49ers defense is slightly better than the Rams, but really, do you really want to be facing the three-headed monster of Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, and Von Miller? I wouldn't.
I mean, no, but could you see the Niners slaying that beast? Yes.
Yes, I could. And hey, look, this is going to be a close game. It absolutely is. No question about it. It's going to be close because of that Niners defense. I really, really believe in them. However, the Rams are going to the Super Bowl. The Rams are going to the Super Bowl. I think Matthew Stafford has the juju going. I think he's finally going to lead his team to a Super Bowl. It'll be his first appearance. And at the end of the day, he will shut more people up because this game is going to come down to a last-second field goal. The Los Angeles Rams are going to win this game 27-24.
No, I don't think
so. It will be the Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs in Super Bowl 56 at SoFi, according to yours truly. I see you shaking your head. What do you want?
Underdogs again, bub.
Wow. Well, okay. You got the Niners and the Bengals?
I've got the underdog Super Bowl of the year.
Sheesh.
We're gonna have Garoppolo versus Burrow. It's gonna be the greatest Super Bowl of all time.
Oh my God. Yo, I will pay big money to see that Super Bowl. You know what the ratings will be for that? Are you kidding me?
No Rodgers, no Roethlisberger, no Mahomes, no Brady. It's gonna be smooth sailing. We're gonna have the best.
No Brady. Brady just sounds a lot better than anybody else.
We're gonna have the best Super Bowl ever, just because we don't have any of those in there.
Yo, I would love for that to happen. I honestly would. And if it does, I'll be glued to that TV nonstop. Hey, I'll still be glued to the TV no matter who goes. But I think it's Chiefs and Rams. I just think it's going to be too much for the underdogs to handle. So give me the Chiefs, give me the Rams at SoFi, February 13th, Super Bowl Sunday, Super Bowl 56.
I think it's going to be, like I said, I think it's going to be the Niners, and I'm going to take right after you, and I'm going to say the same score.
27-24. All right, that's fair. So you also think it's going to be in a last-second field goal?
Oh, yeah. I mean, both of them are going to be field goals somewhere.
Fair enough. All right. So it's set. Super Bowl picks are in. Austin has the Bengals and the Niners. I have the Chiefs and the Rams. Who do you have going to Super Bowl 56? Let us know on all social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at BottomLineWMCX. And don't forget to use hashtag BottomLine. And please make sure you subscribe on all audio platforms as well as here on YouTube. And leave a like and a comment down below. Helps out tremendously. And include Jimmy when searching for this podcast. I cannot wait for Championship Sunday. It is going to be a blast. And let's hope that it picks up right where the divisional round left off. For Mr. Taco, I'm Jimmy Finizzi. This is the Bottom Line Podcast. And we will see you in the next episode. Peace and take care.